It was started by school teachers and administrators at the San Diego Unified School District to give scholarships to San Diego Unified School students to attend colleges and universities in the San Diego area and to graduate and to come back and be teachers or do wonderful things in our community. We've been blessed to be fortunate to have enough resources to support many scholars, millions of dollars through the year, and we're happy today. And I also want to note my colleague and my friend, Dr. Sharon Whitehurst Payne, who has been on the board for the San Diego Unified, no, the San Diego Unified School District, the San Diego Education Fund, longer than I have, and thank you for your support. All right, I don't think everybody is here. Mrs. Castleberry told me so, but I'm going to call out the names, and if you are here, please come up, and I will give you a certificate. So I have Annalise Abrams from La Jolla High School. I don't think she's here. Amber Barney from Mission Bay. Andrea Figueroa, she might be here from SCPA. If you're here, Andrea, thank you. Make sure I have your right, there you go. Yes, congratulations. Yeah, welcome to the family. Farleo de la Cruz. She can make her way up here if you're here. Welcome. Anthony Gussain. $2,500 a year scholarship for 4 years. And so you know that. And are you Anthony? Oh, Anthony, you are here. Welcome. Okay. Let's do you real quick. Wait. Let me find you. Okay, here you go. Yep, here you go. Thank you. And Andrew, let me go back to your, Farley? No. Jenna. Yes. Had them all nicely in order here for, and you're going to be like the top one here. There you go. We're all wishing you well. Thank
you. All right, one more round of applause. Thank you, Becky. All right, now it's time to begin honoring our 2025 Teachers of the Year. And let me just say, we just, in our meeting there, we had the exemplary, that's a tough word, Exemplary Teachers Advisory Committee, and it reminded me, most of them were recipients last year, and it reminded me of our meeting last year, and I'll tell you, most of the announcers, we're kind of like Peanuts parents. It's like, wah, 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 and then when these teachers come and they give their speeches, the last 2 years, I spent sobbing the whole time because it's so moving, and I think one of the things it reminds you of is the common denominator is how much my colleagues know I get a little bit verklempt about this stuff, is how fundamental love is. I mean, it sounds a little corny, but it's true. What you hear again and again is how much love these teachers have for their students and how profound. Whatever you learn or fail to learn, if you spend 13 years of the formative years of your life being loved and mattering and feeling like you belong, it makes a dramatic change your entire life. It's really what a lot of us carry through our lives, that having been loved for those years. So, anyhow, okay. Oh, God. I promised myself I wasn't going to cry. Okay. So, we'd like to ask all the teachers of the year in the audience to please form. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's right. Now, I think we're now talking about Teachers of the Year from sites, and we're all going to line up, and then my board colleagues will come up here. So we'd like to ask all Teachers of the Year in the audience to please form a single line, beginning stage right, as you make your way to the stage to shake hands with district leaders. And can we please have our district leaders come up here too now? Yes, Fabi and board members, can you all come up here? And we are going to do a greeting line here. It's one of our traditions. All right, so again, we're going to have stage right, I believe stage right is over there. Oh, we're gonna do stage. All right. You want some hand sanitizer after that one. That was, yeah. We don't want a super spreader event here. Okay. So tonight we are also celebrating individuals selected by the Teacher of the Year Selection Committee as our district honorees. Now I'd like to introduce the members of the selection committee. If you are present, please stand as I call your name. Jennifer Nanini, Hancock Elementary School. Lisa Cliffner, Stanley Middle School. Maria Miller, Morse High School. Mackenzie Levine, Perry Elementary School. Kelly Macarelli, CPMA. Sky Cook Pignon, San Diego High School. Leanne Samick, Audubon Elementary School. Lee Yepes, De Portola Middle School. Trisha Camp, Scripps Ranch High School. Jillian Salazar, Tierra Santa Elementary School. Julie Rick, Marshall Middle School. And finally, Larissa Murray, Mira Mesa High School. Please give them all a round of applause. All right. This year we had over 130 teachers that were recognized at their school sites. Each site nominee is invited to apply for District Teacher of the Year honors. A selection committee made up of past Teachers of the Year has the challenge, responsibility, and honor of selecting one teacher from each level, elementary, middle, and high school, as District Teacher of the Year. I would now like to introduce our 2025 Teacher of the Year runner-ups. To be clear, Fabi's going to do the Teacher of the Year. So if I'm saying it, just to be sure, it's runner-up. Fabi's going to do the Teacher of the Year. Okay. I just don't want to get anybody's, yeah, you get it. Manage expectations. So with that, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our High School Teacher of the Year runner-up, an avid theory of knowledge and government economics teacher at San Diego High School, Jennifer Oakes. Jennifer, please join me at the podium.
Hey there. I'm going to see if we can do this. Okay. So thank you, board members, interim superintendent, SDEA, and the selection committee for District Teacher of the Year, and all of you. I'm absolutely overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected to receive the High School Runner-Up 2025-2026 San Diego Unified District Teacher of the Year Award. I also want to congratulate Adrielle and Rebecca, my fellow runner-up, and to Mira, Kevin, and Cindy for being selected as District Teachers of the Year. I'm truly humbled by all the things that these fellow teachers are doing in their schools and communities. And for me, this award is just not about the recognition of an individual, it's the recognition of a community. And each of us, administrators, family members, parents, students, staff, and teachers, make up that community. And it's my community. And you are all my peeps, you are all my ohana, and you are all my village. The whole is definitely far greater than just any one part. So thank you for everyone for being here today to share this moment with me. Maybe I should put the glasses on, right? It's like long distance, far distance. I'm thrilled and greatly honored to have my teaching and educational work recognized in this way by my school site, so San Diego High School, go Cavers, and by the school district. It means a lot to me that the work that I do in education, this work of diversity and equity and inclusion, that this work I'm passionate about also resonates with others. I want to thank my husband, Aaron. I granted him a pass today because he wasn't feeling well and the weather, and so he's on the iPhone there. And my son, Win, who's over there trying not to be embarrassed, he's with me. He leaves Roosevelt Middle School and follows me to San Diego High School as a Caver next year. So again, go Cavers. I want them both to know just how much I appreciate their love and support, and especially their patience throughout all of Mama's hectic, beautiful school craziness. And I also want to thank Principal Del Carmen, the associate principals at my school, the counselors, Jamie, Sky, Goddard, Ilona, Narit, Lehman, the Bethesda crew, my 1100 building quad, and my history department. I just want to thank people for their friendship, first and foremost, and for guidance, mentorship, and inspiration. And I'm just really fortunate to have people in my life that just show up for me in all the ways that I need and want. And lastly, I really, most importantly, I just want to thank my students. My juniors and seniors at San Diego High, they make coming to school, even in the hard times, they just make coming to school worth it. I openly admit to all of you that I have an addiction, so hello. My name is Mrs. Oakes, and I'm a high school teacher. I'm addicted to seeing our students succeed, their light bulb aha moments, their smiles when a job well done on something. Even their anxieties and fears about futures to come, I'm just addicted to it all. And so luckily for me, I don't have to give it up. So thank you very much.
All right. Okay. Now for our middle school Teacher of the Year runner-up, who is a Spanish and English language arts teacher at Wilson Middle School. Rebecca Zauderer, please come up.
Thank you. All right. Be open for something wonderful to happen, writes songwriter Debbie Nargi Brown. At San Diego Unified, one quality that stands out to me is openness. Openness to collaborating and learning with others, to challenging systems and the status quo, and to building authentic connections. Even as we face challenges like budget cuts and attacks on our most vulnerable communities, we stand together. We teach with open hearts and minds, and on some days, the best days, we get to see that aha moment, and our learners thrive. I wanted to be a teacher since I was about 5 years old. I dreamed about being a teacher as sweet as Miss Honey from Matilda, as salty as Mr. Carpenter from Emily of New Moon, and as zany as the iconic Ms. Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. What I admired most about these educators was their love for their students. And it is with this love that I lead as I strive to create a culture of inclusion, safety, and curiosity in my classrooms. I am incredibly honored and humbled to be accepting this award for Middle School Teacher of the Year runner-up. Looking out at this group of incredible educators and supporters, I am awed by all of the work that you are doing to help our students, so thank you. Many people have helped me get to where I am today, so I have a lot of thank yous to share. First, I want to thank my students. They are my joy. They say the most insightful things, and then they say the darndest things. And then they remind me why I love this work. I'm so grateful to my 7th grade teacher, Mr. J. Knox, who made me feel seen and heard. For my mentor teachers, Iran Zarate and Miranda Padilla. For all of my coworkers, especially at Wilson Middle School, who have inspired me, cheered me on, and given me the best hugs on the hardest days. For excellent administrators like Godwin Higa, who encouraged me to pursue leadership roles even as a first-year teacher, and Liz Duvall, who leads with grace, transparency, and her whole heart. I wouldn't be here without my amazing friends and family. To my friends, thank you for helping me stay grounded, setting up my classrooms, and being my thought partners. Thank you to my family for being my first teachers and for demonstrating how to show up with integrity and joy. And a special thank you to my dad, my constant cheerleader, my late night editor, and my endless source of unconditional love. I wouldn't be Missy without you. So today, I want to end with appreciation. Thank you to every family member, friend, coworker, custodian, office staff member, and leader for your incredibly hard work. Thank you for showing up with empathy and creativity, and above all else, with openness.
Well, I told you, man, this is a tearjerker, man. Your dad's killing me. As a father of a sixth grade daughter, that's killing me, man. God bless both of you. We're going to have a different MC next year. This is too much for me, man. I'm like, it's coming out of my nose, you know. Okay. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay. I now have the pleasure of introducing our final Teacher of the Year runner-up, a second grade teacher at Sherman Elementary, Adrielle Ayers. Adrielle, please come to the podium.
Usually I'm covering and it's not also second grade. Good afternoon. I'm honored to be chosen as the runner-up amongst the finest teachers in America's finest city. They say it takes a village to raise a child, but it also takes a village to support a teacher. And I'm standing here because of the people who have stood behind me and beside me. My husband Damon, who patiently listens when I unload about math lessons that went off the rails, and students that I can't stop thinking about. I won't cry, but I'm probably going to. I'm also that person. Thank you. My family in Wyoming and the one that I married into, who still asks how school is going the week before winter break. My San Diego chosen family, Nora, Heather, and Catherine, who became my lifeline when I moved 1,000 miles away from everything I knew with just a blow-up mattress and a car full of stuff. And I will stop. I'm grateful to my Sherman family, to a principal, Nicole, who leads with unwavering positive regard, to teachers who care deeply, not just about the learning, but also about the children, to the PIFs who do the hardest job at any school with strength and heart. There's some back there from Sherman. And to my grade level team, masters of planning over text, stepping in without hesitation, and saying yes when I pitch another wild idea that probably is also going to go poorly. Big ideas. Thank you to our district for supporting Sherman as a community school. I've seen how that commitment has helped our school become stronger to support families. It's become the heart of our vibrant neighborhood, a community that I proudly served for 14 years and plan on serving until retirement, which is a long ways away. And most importantly, thanks to the families who have trusted me with their most precious treasures, and to the students who show up every day ready to have the best day ever, because in second grade, that really is possible. Now my
Thank you, Adrielle. All right. Okay, here we go. Congratulations to all of our Teachers of the Year runners-up. I would now like to welcome Interim Superintendent Dr. Fabi Bagula back to the stage to make the 2025 Teacher of the Year introductions.
Adrielle, I had the honor to visit your classroom recently, and I had so much fun, so I'm so glad to see you here. And Rebecca, I was reminded that I met you at Chesterton, and I remember thinking how smart you were back then. I think it was your first year, so the minute you said that, I'm like, that's where I remember you. Cherokee Point, that's right. So I'm so glad to see you here. But it is my honor to introduce this year's Elementary School Teacher of the Year, and when I saw the subject matter, it made my heart so full. But Meera Ramanathan, a visual arts teacher from Zamorano Elementary School. Beautiful. Let me tell you a little bit about Meera before she comes up here. She teaches grades transitional kindergarten through 5th. Now think about this. If you've ever done any sort of artwork with transitional kindergarten through 5th, that level of skill set, patience, and wisdom, I'm sure is through the roof. She has a master's degree in history of fine arts, drawing, and painting with a specialization in textile design and a single subject teaching credential in visual arts. In her art class, Meera likes to introduce her students to artists from different parts of the world while giving them the opportunity to create, present, respond, and connect with different media and techniques while finding inspiration from their own life experiences. Meera's goal is to make her lessons accessible to all of her students while keeping them challenged, motivated, and engaged. It is my honor to welcome our 2025 Elementary School Teacher of the Year, Ms. Meera Ramanathan. Come on up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm humbled and honored to receive the 2025 Elementary Teacher of the Year Award. I'm proud to be part of this long tradition of exceptional teachers who received this honor before me. Congratulations to all the site teachers of the year, my fellow awardees, and thank you to all teachers for shaping our students' futures. Thank you to San Diego Unified School District for recognizing teachers and honoring them every year. Thank you, Dr. Bagula, our interim superintendent, for being a champion for our school district, Mr. Cody Pedersen, president of San Diego Board of Ed, and thank you to the Teacher of the Year panel for your hard work. Thank you to my Zamorano community, my principal, Derek Murchison, associate principal, Robert Vera, my colleagues, families, and students. You truly make Zamorano a special place to work at. We are a fantastic team. I wouldn't be standing here without the support of my mentors, Brian Black in the audience, Don Massey, and Renee Champagne. You have inspired me, motivated me, and shaped me into the educator I am today, and I am forever grateful. I'm originally from Chennai in India and moved to San Diego 20 years back. I come from a Tamil-speaking family, and I'm often reminded of what my parents would say. Manasukku pudichada pannu, ana nanna pannu, which basically means do what your heart desires, but do it great. Growing up with my two sisters, my parents made sure that we were surrounded by a lot of art in our lives. From creating columns at our doorstep every morning with rice flour, to making sure that the food we cooked not only tasted great but also looked beautiful, to discussing elaborately the motifs on silk saris when we all went shopping. We were constantly encouraged to appreciate the art around us. At a time when most families were intent on encouraging their students to pursue a career in engineering, medicine, or law, my parents encouraged me to create art. I learned how to sew my own clothes in 8th grade, embroider them when I studied textile design while pursuing my master's degree, and became confident as a practicing artist when I started creating and selling my art. Working at the elementary level is rewarding, and I'm so fortunate that I get to teach what I love. Elementary students are the sweetest, they are audacious, they are fierce, they are risk takers, and brutally honest. I get to foster a love for creating, display their artworks in the community, and see how proud they are of what they make. Thank you to Venkat, my husband, my rock. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you to my daughters, Netra and Navya. You're awesome, and I love you both so much. Thank you again for this honor, and have a great evening.
And if you've never been to Zamorano's art show, it's coming soon, right? I'm assuming? Oh, it just happened. Okay, so next year you should go because it's fantastic. Yes. And I missed it. All right, okay, I won't, sorry. I'm also honored to introduce this year's Middle School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Kevin White. A gateway to technology teacher from De Portola Middle School, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about Mr. White. Kevin teaches important college and career technical education courses. He has found funding and established partnerships with Toshiba and Taylor Guitar, and launched a capstone project that allows his second-year students to design and build custom electric guitars that employ advanced CAD software and digital manufacturing. Kevin is also a faculty member of the Learning Design Technology Master's Program at San Diego State University, where he shares his vast specializations in 3D technologies by teaching a course each spring, LDT 525, and virtual reality, imagining worlds and the future of learning. Please welcome 2025 Middle School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Kevin White. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll try and keep it short. This is an exceptional honor. What makes me feel amazingly honored beyond obviously being on a podium and all the amazing food and everything we got to celebrate together today is what happened in December when I had an opportunity to sit with my staff, and to my great shock and amazement, I was nominated and elected as the Site Teacher of the Year at De Portola Middle, alongside of some of the most respected teachers I've ever met in my life, the ones who get there early, the ones who stay up late, the ones who do whatever it takes. As Teacher of the Year, I feel totally and completely indebted to the greatness and the example that those teachers at De Portola show every day. As I started my journey early on, at age 23, I was working with a staff of accomplished professionals at West Hills High School, trying to learn how to become a social scientist and teach history. And as I was doing that, I didn't really realize the impact that that was going to have on me when I got so close to my dream and then the 2008 crash happened. After that, 4 years later, I was not sure I could keep doing this. But Coach Armstrong, who ironically was the coach that cut me 4 times from basketball, but I loved and stayed in contact with him as an adult, had the ability to bring me back together and tell me that I would regret it for the rest of my life if I bailed on my dream. Dream being the key word there. So I stuck it out and magically found a career at the Learning Choice Academy. For 10 years I worked there, and I taught everything under the sun. I taught history, math, yearbook, music, and finally my new passion, STEM, education. And this led me to believe that, gosh, you know, with all these skills I'm developing, I need to find the right placement. And so I started looking, and I got amazingly lucky chasing my dream, and I found De Portola Middle. I can remember when I walked in the lab for the interview, I looked around and there were all these machines and things I'd quite honestly didn't recognize. I didn't know what these things even were, and I was supposed to be interviewing for this position with a specialization in 3D printing and doing some stuff with virtual reality. It was very, very intimidating. But I figured, hey, if I've already taught all these other subjects, I can probably do this stuff too. Enough late nights on YouTube, I can do just about anything, right? Every teacher knows. So I did for the past 4 years, level up consistently every year. I chased a new dream to improve elective education in middle school and try and transform it into something other than just a stack of kits that lined the walls and a bunch of machines that looked impressive in a room. And we were able to acquire the necessary funding through grant after grant and donation after donation to launch the electric guitar project that we're currently doing, and we're actually going to Taylor Guitar tomorrow. So I'll leave you with this. The dream is what I can promise. I can promise that I'll keep dreaming, and as I keep dreaming, some of those dreams will actually come true. And as they do, I'll continue to learn, not ahead of my students, but alongside of them. As there's no time like the present to take on a challenge with your students, and with technology, waiting until summer for training just is never the right option. So I'll scour the web and I'll continue learning, and I will honor this honor by continuing to grow and continuing to learn alongside my students. And I thank you so much for this opportunity, and I also want to thank my family and my girlfriend Katie for showing up. It means the world to me that you're all here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was really beautiful. I'm glad our students have you. I'm also honored, and I actually love seeing this name because I always loved talking to her many years ago when I worked for Crawford as well. But I'm honored to introduce this year's High School Teacher of the Year, Cindy Page, an avid and psychology teacher from Crawford High School. I gotta talk about Cindy. At 16 years old, Cindy, after participating in a Rotary Youth Exchange in Mexico, decided to be a Spanish teacher. And after she joined San Diego Unified and went to Crawford High School, she said her life was changed forever. In 2004, she started working in Crawford School of Community Health and Medical Practices, CHAMP, where she put her avid training to work and made sure that every single student took classes that ensured college eligibility and future college success. After CHAMP ended, Cindy kept teaching AVID strategies to all of her classes, and she and her students engaged in efforts to beat the College Board as they worked through higher pass rates on the AP psychology exam. Cindy says teaching and learning from the students of Crawford for the past 33 years has been a blessing and a privilege. Please help me welcome 2025 High School Teacher of the Year, Miss Cindy Page. Can I give you a hug?
Oh my gosh. So if you know me, you know this is like so outside of my comfort zone. So I apologize if I blow this. Thank you so much to everyone for being here. I'm so very honored by everybody from my Crawford family who's here and from my actual family. Thank you all for being here. As I face my final weeks in the classroom, I'm trying to do all the things I've ever wanted to do with students. We're taking every field trip, doing every project. In human psychology, the students created sock babies and then drew origin stories for their children. Some babies were conceived in the usual way, while others came to their parents through surrogacy, adoption, or foster care. Much like the sock babies, every child who comes to our classrooms has a unique origin story that began long before we met them and will continue on after they leave us. Having the privilege to be a tiny part of my students' stories has been the great privilege of my career. Sorry. As Dr. Bagula said, I was hired in 1993 to teach English to students who spoke more than 30 languages. What I didn't realize at the time was how much I would learn. I taught my students phonology and vocabulary, and they taught me about their languages, cultures, religions, and resilience. There were misunderstandings, but at the end of the day, everyone worked together to master English. Today, the children of those original students attend Crawford. What an incredible privilege to share the journeys of not one, but 2 generations of Crawford students. In 2004, we began 4 small schools, and I was blessed to be part of the School of Champs. The passionate staff, including Tim Shaw, Faith Wilson Ward, my work wife, and my actual husband, Scott Page, had passionate discussions about how to better serve our kids. We put our AVID training to work. We made sure that every student took the classes that they needed to ensure college eligibility, and that the classes were rigorous enough to ensure success when they got there. Within just 2 years, Champs had made large gains in test scores, and then we made sure that our seniors completed college applications. Many students who never thought about going to college did so simply because they were accepted and are now educators themselves. Champs worked because we focused on building relationships with students, relationships that persist even though Champs ceased to exist in 2012. Schools that put students at the center can be transformative. After Crawford was transformed once again into a comprehensive high school, I embarked on a journey to make all of my classes more student-centered. Community building circles became the foundation of our AVID program. We survived Zoom school, which forced me to be comfortable with making mistakes and to welcome my students' efforts to correct me, which they did. We became a community school, and the students volunteered to lead focus groups for their peers. Over the past 2 years, students have conducted action research with UCSD, and this year they figured out how to make public service announcements about mental health. I throw a challenge out, and they rise to it. It's very likely that I learn more from my students than they ever learn from me. My colleagues have also shaped my practice. I marvel at the leadership of great administrators and learn to work around the not-so-great ones. The Carlston Family Foundation gave me the opportunity to learn from other exceptional teachers. Somehow, Faith and I figured out how to do tutorials and write plays while staring at black boxes on Zoom. I got to watch my amazing husband and colleague, singular, engage students remotely, including our son, who also graduated from Crawford. We gained enthusiastic young teachers who see the brilliance of our students and are passionate about helping them realize their greatness. And while I am absolutely devastated at the idea of never again working with students, knowing that my colleagues will continue to push our students to achieve their full potential reassures me that Crawford is going to be just fine. Thank you all for all you do. While I was working on this Teacher of the Year process, another concession to my end of the career bucket list, because if you know me, you know I don't like attention, I had the opportunity to reconnect with Lupe Celadon, who's here tonight. I wasn't expecting that. A 2021 Teacher of the Year who I met when she was just a tutor in my AVID class 20 years ago. We agreed that this process is awkward because being a good teacher is about focusing on students. The work is 100% not about us. It's about the amazing young people in our classrooms. Having the opportunity to watch people grow and learn, beat the College Board, make their college dreams come true, excel in the military and healthcare and business and education, to recognize the potential inside of them and work hard to watch them work hard to realize it, that is what education is all about. So thank you for this recognition. Thank you to my family for your support. I wouldn't be here without you. And thank you to all of my wonderful colleagues who will continue fighting the good fight. And a huge thank you to the Crawford community for the blessing of letting me learn from your kids for the past 33 years.
All right. Okay. Congratulations once again to all of our Teachers of the Year and all the honorees tonight. It is a special honor to be recognized by your peers. Please welcome our Teachers of the Year winners and runners-up back to the stage, and let's give them all another round of applause. All 6 of you. Bobby, you want to get up for a picture? All right. Okay, another picture. Oh, there's a picture we lost a minute. Okay. As mentioned earlier, North Island Credit Union and California Coast Credit Union are generous partners in our Teacher of the Year awards and celebration. Tonight's event would not be possible without contributions from our sponsors. At this time, our sponsors would like to recognize our district Teachers of the Year with some special gifts. They are here with a special surprise for our Teachers of the Year. Please welcome Shadi Pushti and Gloria Rogers with North Island Credit Union and Kira C. with California Coast Credit Union for some congratulatory remarks. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gloria Rogers. I'm the Vice President of School and Community Development for North Island Credit Union, and with me is Shadi Pushti, our Senior School and Community Development Officer. North Island Credit Union is proud to support San Diego Unified and celebrate our Teachers of the Year and all the recipients. We've been serving educators since 1933. Very happy to be able to support because we know all the hard work that you put in to the school system. Not only are you teaching the students, but you're also working with our parents and the local community as well. And we just want to say thank you on behalf of North Island Credit Union, on behalf of our members, our board of directors, and everybody here who's supporting our educators. We would like to present the top 3 Teachers of the Year with a $500 prize. And our runner-ups with a $100 gift card as well. So thank you on behalf of North Island Credit Union.
Okay.
Thank you to North Island. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kyra C., and I'm the Vice President of Community Relations and Business Development at California Coast Credit Union. And this is my colleague, Will Rivera. He is our Manager of Financial Education and School Partnerships. And on behalf of California Coast Credit Union, I want to say congratulations to each of you. And not only on behalf of the credit union, but just personally, I want to thank you for what you do every day for our children. Last year, when I had the honor of speaking here, I had just stepped into this role, and I shared a pretty personal story with you all about why this was so meaningful to me. About 12 years ago now, my family and I, my 2 children, moved here from Chicago. And we have no immediate family out here, and I know some of you remembered those details from my story.
It turns out this will continue to be an honor to be invited to this because every single year I see the power of the impact that our teachers have on our children. And I once again want to let you all know how incredibly important and significant you are to so many families, mine included. So I am eternally grateful. Last year, I also shared a little bit of a story, and I wanted to let you know that Will was offering to prepare some remarks for me for this, and I said, you know, I'd rather just speak from the heart, because for this event in particular, and I don't get to do this at many of the events where I speak, but this is so close and so personal for honoring teachers and what you bring to our lives. And Monique, you gave a very incredible quote from one of my favorite authors, Zora Neale Hurston, and I apologize if I don't get it exactly right, but it resonated with me. There are years that ask questions and there are years that answer. And I want to say thank you not only to our Teachers of the Year, but every single educator and staff person in this audience. I know this seems like a year of a lot of questions for many of us. And I want to thank all of you for showing up every day as the answer. You show up every day and you do the right thing. And for that, I wish we could give so much more. But tonight we do have a monetary gift and flowers that we'd like to give to each of the Teachers of the Year. And once again, I just want to thank each and every one of you for having us here, for giving us the opportunity to speak live and to share our gratitude. So on behalf of Cal Coast Credit Union, congratulations to all of our Teachers of the Year, and thank you to all of you.
All right, one more time, round of applause. All right, hold on, stay up there after these photos are done. We're not done yet. All right. Thank you so much, Shadi, Gloria, and Kira. Will. All right. I'm going to now invite Monique Barrett back up to the stage from SDEA to present their awards.
Thank you. Okay, so you got some succulents coming, but I need to personally give a shout out for your succulents. Your succulents come from one of the Teachers of the Year here, Patrick Meehan, and his students from Montgomery Middle School. They decorated these. It's part of what he does in the community. And so I didn't want to give flowers, they die. I believe I probably could kill a succulent too, but this is something that's meaningful. So what you're getting is from his students, handcrafted, and you're supporting him by having this.
Thank you.
I'm just really enjoying this island jam music in the background. It's a nice touch.
Come up after Monique, I swear. Ooh, those are neat. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Monique. Okay, getting a picture? Yes, please.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So I'm so glad you're not going to go home empty-handed, that you're being celebrated, that those surprise checks were a surprise and a celebration to you. I want to end the night tonight by thanking our generous sponsors from North Island Credit Union and California Coast and the San Diego Ed Fund for helping us make tonight's festivities possible and for their continued support, their ongoing continued support for our educators. I also want to thank our Board of Education for recognizing the importance of this day and being here to celebrate with our teachers. But finally, for all of you here and all of our educators, thank you so much for showing up every day, teaching your hearts out, and loving our students every single day. Thank you. I'm leaving inspired and grateful to work alongside of you and all of you else here that's here to celebrate with them. So thank you so much, and good night. And back to Dr. Patterson.
All right, we're about to do this final applause thing. But first of all, let me just say, as I'm standing here watching, these are very challenging times, dark times, honestly, for a lot of our kids and a lot of our families. And to me, I just want to say how powerful it is to see all of you out there and to know that as we pass through these difficult times, that there are people for whom love and kindness and caring for the whole is still a matter of defiance, and that we're in this together, and we'll get through this somehow. And the people that will lead us through this are not our elected officials like myself on our board, but people like teachers, our communities, our families, and ultimately our kids. And so with that, please join me one final time in a round of applause for our 2025 Teachers of the Year and all of the excellent teachers. Thank you so much. And grab some refreshments on your way out.